Hey everyone, Sam here. This is going to be a little bit different because I'm not used to doing something like this, but we're starting a new mini-series in a sense, which I have named O2 King, I believe. I think I started on O2 Hero but moved to O2 King, so I could put a little crown emoji on the thumbnail, which I quite like, so we're going with that one. In this series, I basically wanted to just kind of take you guys through the process of finding a Pokemon you like, and then basically how you take that from just any generic Pokemon to just a competitive one that you can viably use. I am not talking 5x31 10 particles secret shiny kind of mon. I'm talking you can get away with using it, because I am notoriously quite lazy when it comes to breeding, because I normally ask a friend called Prince to do it for me. But I kind of think it's a little bit of fun, and it kind of, if I want to get a Pokemon that's new, for example, the one we're doing today is going to be Shiftry because they got an update to their ability Windwriter. And because I want to get that, it's a good excuse to kind of expose how I'd go about making that as a process, if you get what I'm saying. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. This Seedot in my inventory, in my party, doesn't really count. This is just a test, because I wanted to confirm if you breed an O2 mon with a non-O2 mon, that it gives you an OT mon. And that basically allows me to add a little bit of laziness to this series. Because, let me just dump that in there. What that means is that I only need to catch one Seedot. We don't need to catch hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Excuse me. We can catch one and then just buy breeders, which I think is what I'm going to do. But so the rules are anything goes, as long as by the end of it we have a Shiftry that is OT and usable, and by usable I mean natured and 2x31 IV. Ideally he'll have 20 IVs plus in defense, HP, special defense, but it's not really a must as long as the EVs he's invested in are 2x31. So in this case that is going to be attack and speed, because if we have a little look, we can see that Shiftry here is typically Life Orb, Adamant. Because they're Adamant and also Life Orb, that means they're a physical attacker, and because of that they're going to need a bit of speed along with it. Because what is Shiftry's base speed? Let's have a look at that. It doesn't matter too much, because the whole point of we're going for this mod is because of its ability Windrider, which kind of takes effect in Tailwind, so his speed is already going to be doubled. Base 80, it could be worse. I mean, his defensive stats aren't the best, but I don't know. I really just want to kind of see what happens, because I'm quite eager to see what the changes have done to Shiftry. I don't think it will do much for his viability, but I think it'll be quite fun. So I'm going to try and put as little cuts in these kind of videos as possible, so it gives you a bit more of an authentic feel of how you would go about doing this. Because if I just cut every 5 seconds to like, oh, I've caught a Seedor, oh, I'm now breeding, oh, I'm now buying, I'm now doing this, that, and that, you won't get the in-between parts. I'll skip bits that take like 10 minutes. For example, if I just go right now and it takes me 20 minutes to find a Seedot, I'm not going to leave that in, because you know that I'm just encountering Lotads or routes or whatever's on this route, Puchiana or something, which is a bit pointless. But for example, if I encounter a Seedot, I'll show you guys, I'll catch it, that'll be our starting base, and then I'll kind of take you through the process of looking for breeders, breeding, that kind of thing, what items to use. If we don't get the Windrider ability, I will show you how to change its ability from Chlorophyll to Windrider, which is really easy, and basically take you through that process. So yeah, what we're going to do now is try and encounter a Seedot, because if you go to the Pokedex and look at its world's locations, you'll see Route 102 uncommon, 3 to 4, and if we just take a few steps to our right, bosh, you'll see Route 102 in the top left. So I will either not cut this part, or I will see you whenever we encounter a Seedot. Let's see what this first encounter is. Hey everyone, post-video Sam here. I realised not once did I give a single idea of the kind of Shiftry we'll be going for, other than the fact that it's a Windrider, which we are going through the process of making it, but I think it's a bit stupid and hard to kind of follow for you guys. So on screen now you should see a general Shiftry we're kind of going for. The moves haven't been determined yet. I've got a rough idea, but we'll go through those in later episodes. But just so you have a bit of an idea, when I'm referencing, oh, we want attack, we want adamant, this is the kind of premise that I'm following in this case. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the videos. I'll see you guys very soon. Oh, perfect. That's brilliant. I was fully expecting to have to cut quite a few, but I guess not. There's our Cedar. A male, is that a problem? Let's say no. So I can just buy a Ditto and then force it to be female. Let's see if that'll do it. And if I do that, I can also force a 31 onto it potentially, depending on how expensive the Ditto is. So that was extremely quick. I was expecting that to take forever. Trash IVs, which doesn't really matter. Early Bird, I think that's the one that turns into Wind Rider. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because we're going to have to breed him a million times. But what we're going to do now, as we have our basis of the Shiftry we're going to make in this beautiful sea dot, we're going to fly it all the way over to Morville City. And then we're going to go to the breeding location. Because what we're going to do now is look for breeders to start off this. And as we have a male Seedot, we're going to need a Ditto. Because if we can't breed it with anything else. Because if we do, then it won't produce a Seedot offspring. And that's exactly what we need. So I need a Ditto. Ideally, attack or speed. 8k, that's not bad. I did see 0 HP though. 11k, 28. I mean, our Seedot's complete trash, so we don't even want to like keep anything on it. We just want to boost everything. How much was that? 8k. 31, 28. Can we get like a... Let's see if we can do something cheeky. That's not bad. I'll get that for 10k. The next one's 21. Yes, please. Gimme. Happily take that. Alright. So, which one is it? I think it's this one? No. So this is the Move Mania. We don't care about this person at the moment. We care about this person. Because what we want is a band. Not band. A power. I was trying to like collectively say what these are. And I was going to say like a bracer. But they're all called power. So what these do is they if your Mon is holding it and you get EVs, it doubles the EVs you obtain. But if your Pokemon is holding it while they breed, then it guarantees that IV onto the offspring. I'll show you exactly what that means. So we do not need one for Seedot because we do not care about these IVs whatsoever. They are trash. However, this Ditto we have just bought, we do care about this attack IV. So we're going to scroll through these, see HP, defense, special attack, SPDEF, speed. Ooh, attack, just what we're after. So we'll grab one of those. We will then put it onto our Ditto. And then take it to this person outside. Because what he'll do is breed them together for us. For people that are new to breeding, make sure you read what this guy says. If you breed these two mons together, you will not get them back whatsoever. They will disappear forever. So if you want to keep them on, do not breed it. If you want to make it better, or change the IVs, for example like this one, you can see we've got the Power Bracer. If we hover over that, it says Guaranteed Inheritance due to Power Bracer. So because Ditto's holding that, we guarantee that over. And then we just click Breed. Oh, before I do that, you can see that because one of my mons is an OT, it carries over the OT, and that is incredibly important because that's the whole point of this series, to ensure that we have OT mons that we can use in competitive PvP. So yeah, we can just click breed here. We are going to force it to be female so that we don't have to breed it with Dittos later on, because if we look at the egg groups, we can see it's field and plant. So if we go to field, and because we already have attack, let's say we want speed, which we will, on a male, because we'll have a female Seedot. Bosh, 9k. which isn't that much cheaper than the Dittos, thinking about it. I think the Dittos was 11k. It works out cheaper if you don't breed with Dittos, because you have much more variety to be able to breed, and there's potential of egg moves. I have a general idea of what moveset I want, but I don't want to say yet. That'll be either later on this episode or in later episodes, because the plan is to kind of bring this over a few episodes. I was thinking 3 ideally, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we don't need this yet, but we definitely need a female Seedot to breed with male breeders. And they can be from the field or the plant egg group. So let's say female, 5k. It will cost money to choose the nature, but 5k, what's that? A trainer battle. Okay, so he's going to give that to us instantly. There's no waiting. Just into a normal Pokeball. And then what we can do is take a lovely Mon from our PC. And I typed Slugma, and I don't have a Slugma. So I got Magby. And the reason I have Magby is because of its ability Flame Body. And as you can see there, eggs will hatch faster. And have a guess what we got sitting in our inventory. A good old Seedot egg waiting to be hatched. So I will skip this bit, I think, because it's literally just waiting for an egg to hatch. And I guess I'll see you guys when the egg's hatched. See you in a second. Aha! Perfect. So we now have our Seedot. As you can see here, we have a 31 attack IV, which is absolutely brilliant. Special attack does not matter, as we do not care for it, as we're not going to be using that whatsoever. So, the next stage is we didn't get lucky on a nature roll, which is fine, because every nature you have a 1 in 25 chance, I think it is, to get the nature you want, and we're going to want Adamant for our one. So, let's go back into here. And what we're going to do is look for another breeder. So we want field or plant, I believe it was. Field, plant. Yeah. So, egg group. Let's check field first. We have attacks. We're going to want speed. We want it on a male. We could just... yeah. I know. We're going to roll for the nature. No, not... I don't care about the minimum level. Oh, 20k. 11k. That's so much better. 12. Oh, no. I need that. Let's go... 15, 20, 20. Oh, I'll take that. Golda. Oh, Ditto as well. So that's special. So this is okay. So if you don't know, it's always HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. Just in case, because you can see here that I'm inputting them, but I never actually explained that they're in a certain order. If you've used the GTL before or regularly, you'll probably know that, but just to clarify. So I'll just buy this one, screw it. So what we're going to do is, because we need the speed of this Golduck, we're going to buy a different one of these power bands. And we're going to go after the Anklet, because you can see here it says speed, buy that. And then we just basically repeat the process. We slap that onto Golduck. Ooh, no, we don't repeat the process. That was close. So I'm going to leave this in because I almost made a fatal mistake. Which wouldn't have been that bad because I could have probably rolled pretty high, but I need to keep this 31 in attack. So, we buy another attack band, and then we put that on the Seedot as well. Bosh. So we've got attack brace, we've got speed anklet. Close those two down. Go back to this guy. Give him both of our Mons. Ensure that they're still an OT. Yep. Amnesia and... Bide's passed now for the Seedot, it doesn't matter. But Amnesia, that's cool. Does Amnesia normally... You can't learn that from level up on Seedot, can you? So I've now got an egg move on this Seedot, which I won't use and I don't care for. But it's still pretty cool to have. It's always nice to have extras. But yeah, we can, as you can see, speed guaranteed by inheritance of the power anklet, and the same with the power bracer of the Seedot. breed those two together. Yes, we want it to be female still. Yep, that's fine. He'll give that to us straight away. And then there may or may not be extra steps, because we don't need any egg moves on this one. I don't believe. I probably should have checked that before, but I think all the moves I want are learnt by level up. I should have definitely checked that beforehand, but we're just going to wing it. So if we roll adamant, we do not need to do any more breeding. If we do, then we need to breed something ready to breed onto our Seedot, which is a bit... It makes things a bit complicated because you've got to follow everything. But we'll get to that part depending on what we get on the Seedot. Again, I'll probably skip this part because I'm literally just waiting for an egg. We'll see you all in a few minutes, I think. In a bit. Aha! That couldn't be worse. Actually, no, it could. It could be modest. Okay, it could be worse, but that's pretty bad for us because we do not want minus attack. That could be worse. Those RVs aren't the worst. So what we've done here, we've guaranteed 31 attack and 31 speed. We'd want these to be 20 plus, really. 25 plus if you're going to be really iffy about it, but I'm not too fussed about that. We do want that to be adamant. We require it to be adamant. It's not like we can kind of get away with it thing. It's not like the defensive IVs. It's a you must have it adamant. Unless you want to run Jolly, but if you've got Tailwind up, you don't need Jolly anyway, so... In my preference, I would go adamant. So, what we need is an adamant 31 IV Mon in either attack or speed. That is also of one of the compatible egg natures as this Seedot, which is a mouthful, and at the start it's quite hard to get your head around, but what we're going to do, excuse me, is search field egg group, as Seedot is in the field egg group, male because our Seedot is female, and we're going to look for attack first. Was it that easy? Oh no, I didn't put nature. Of course we need adamant. I was very confused for a second, but that's why. Yeah, so this is always going to cost a little bit of money. And the thing is, how much are you willing to spend? 33k. Okay, so instead of attack, let's look at speed. 23k, that's better. Oh, but we want these to be higher than what they are. I don't really want to risk a 13 HP IV. I don't want it to be any lower than it is. I'm not risking a 0. You can trust me with that one. That Purloin's not bad. 20, 20, 20. So it can't get any worse than what it already has. But it's 30k. What was the other egg group he was a part of? We'll check that one. So plant. So if we check plant, adamant male, 38. That's more expensive, not doing that. 38, not doing that. Oh, that's cool. Ditto comes up in the plant egg group. Because you can breed with everyone. I didn't realise that was a thing. So if we go back to field, see, attack, nope. So we have to go for speed because it's cheaper. And I want to go for this Purloin. Because it's got 20, 20, 20. Or above 20, if you know what I mean. It's going to cost 30k. It'll always be a bit more. But it could be worse. And the reason we need this to be 1 times 31 is because this is not going to be holding any kind of band. This is going to be holding something called an Everstone, which I do not have on me, of course, just when I need it. Everstone. And the reason we need an Everstone is because it guarantees nature. And that is the whole reason why we have this Purloin in the first place. So, as their speed, I will get an attack brace for the Seedot, because if we compare them next to each other, you'll see this has speed and this has speed. And if both parents have a 31 IV, or any IV, if it matches, then it will guarantee it being passed down. So we do not need to worry about this being any lower than what it is. We can get an attack bracer for our Seedot. Obviously the male-female is compatible. The Everstone is going to pass down the nature. And I know this is a whole lot of waffle just coming out of my mouth at the moment, but it'll make sense when I show you in just a second. Because if we take these two beautiful Mons to the breeder here, you will see that it now has 31 attack, 31 speed, and is adamant. And then it has the other ranges. So there's the offspring will always be a range between the mother and the father. So whichever one has the lowest will be the lower range, whichever one has the highest will have the higher range. It doesn't always take the lower range from the female. Obviously it does in this case because it's lower, but obviously if the father has a lower HP IV, then that will be the lower bracket, which I cannot give an example for. Oh no, I can do. Look at the special attack. So on the HP, the mother has lower, so it's 18 to 22 because 18 to 22, but on special attack it's 11 to 22, so this is reversed. But the OT is still myself because this was bred from the one we caught. We just bought this Purloin, the Everstone for the admin, which you can see here, guaranteed inheritance due to Everstone, which is exactly what we want. It's not going to pass out Fake Out or Pursuit, but it doesn't really matter too much because I don't want either of those. I don't think. We'll think about it in a minute. But yeah, we just click breed. Do I want this to be female? In all honesty, I don't think it matters because this is the final breed. I'm fairly confident in saying this is the final breed. However, I will make it female, just in case I've forgotten something. If you get to this stage where you're putting the nature on and you're happy with the IVs, if you don't need any egg moves that you might have forgotten about or anything like that, then this would be your final breed. But in my case, I may forget an egg move or something, which would completely mess up this breed and require a lot of messing around, but I'm going to do it just in case. And I hope I've just clicked female there. Otherwise, I've just guaranteed to mess myself over. I guess we'll find out when it hatches. But yeah, I'll see you guys very shortly when this C-Dot hatches. Aha! Alright. So, our C-Dot has now hatched. It is adamant, which is exactly what we want. It is now 2 times 31, and it went up a little bit, I think, from all of our previous C-Dot. I think it went up by 1 in each. I can't remember if defense was 19 or 18 before. But either way, this is pretty good. And this is, I think, early bird is the one we want. Let me just check. Which means we can skip the ability pill part. Yeah, because chlorophyll early bird. And if you follow that up the tree, so chlorophyll early bird, chlorophyll wind rider. So I think because we have early bird, we're going to get wind rider, which is going to make this a bit cheaper for us, which is nice. I might try and give an example of how to change abilities anyway, but not on Armon because we got the lucky roll, but just to show you guys at some point. But that is where we're going to leave this first episode. In the next episode, I believe we're going to be teaching our C-Dot the moves we want. We're going to EV train it. We're going to get the item for it and basically get it ready for battles in the third episode. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think of C-Dot and Wind Rider Shiftry in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Bye bye!